Hey guys, Mark here. I'm not the best at these introductions here, but this episode definitely needs one, so bear with me here. I'm going to do my best to give you some context on this one. It's been a while since we did a JAMUP episode. 31 was the last one, I believe. Jeff's got a fight coming up on September 14th and a wedding a week before, so he's been a really busy guy lately. Please bear with us, and thanks for sticking around and coming back for this one. Jeff's bachelor party was this weekend. Saturday, actually. We all pitched in and got an AirB&B and gave Jeff a hell of a bachelor party. And we went up to Howard, Ohio, or down to Howard, Ohio. It was about an hour and a half away, and rented a lake house for a day and just partied, got drunk, played a bunch of yard games like Can Jam, and we didn't get to play cornhole because it wasn't too level. It was on a big hill. It is a lake house. And, spike ball, which I didn't play, but everybody seemed to have fun with. Got pretty drunk, ordered pizza, got the pizza guy to shotgun a beer, which was fun. Didn't have to convince the kid at all. He was down. Even made it cracked a great joke. I'm sure you'll hear about it later. But on the way down there, it was like an hour and a half drive, we decided to do a roadcast, as we call it. We did a podcast in the car on the drive there. It was me, Jeff, Jerrod, and Josh, which you all know, Jerrod Griffiths from Wrestlecast, and Josh, who's been a guest on both shows, Jerrod's younger brother. Josh Griffiths grew up with them. They're all cousins, aside from me. And we had a special guest, Bilal, was sitting next to me in the back seat. He was a little sick, so he was very quiet. So I apologize for that, but he was a trooper the whole damn weekend. I don't know how he did it, but good on you, dude. So yeah, that's what this is. Figured I'd give you guys a little bit of context. This is the drive down. There's no real introduction. That's why I'm kind of doing this, to give you an idea what the hell's going on here. I went ahead and bought some new mics to try to do it. The audio's pretty good. Sounded worse than it does on here, but I fucked with it a little bit and made it sound as good as I can and as listenable as possible. A lot of background noise, obviously, because you're in the car. But it's very, very listenable and pretty funny in a lot of ways. I even get fucked with a little bit about my favorite movie, which you'll see. I appreciated it in the end. But that's what this is. We're hoping to all get together and do a follow-up podcast and talk about the actual weekend. So look forward to that. I hope you enjoy. If you do, let us know. Maybe we'll do some more on some road trips or something. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and enjoy the show.
I don't have anything to talk about.
I know, I don't know what to talk about either. I did all the technical shit. It's up to you guys to talk.
Well, we blew our wad, so.
Let's talk about
what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Hey, let's talk about the weather, and I'm being for real about that. It's changed 47 times.
Let's talk
and
about
now,
driving.
And now it's not going to. What did you say?
Let's talk about your driving.
It's fucking great.
How good it is.
What are you talking about? I'm in the lane.
Both hands come off the wheel to guide his hands where he is.
Wow, I drive like 80 miles a day. I know what I'm doing.
I drive like 5.
If it's pouring down rain, like in the afternoon...
No, it's not supposed to rain at all anymore.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that means it's totally going to fucking rain.
Exactly. It went from not raining all week to yesterday. It was going to rain all day, and then now it's back to nothing.
It doesn't.
It gets humid and it fucking rains.
Yeah.
What kind of pizza are we getting tonight?
They got a local pizza shop?
Yeah, I thought you said there was a local place.
They do.
We'll see
I don't know how expensive it is.
We'll see if they have wings.
They do have wings.
Pizza.
They have calzones.
Yeah. We'll get a variety of shit. Is Jacob still not eating meat?
Oh, he eats meat now.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much, but
Oh, so more people are meeting us up there? Those ever?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we got 11
okay.
coming.
yeah, us 5, Mears, Jacob, Rick, and then Buns and Alex,
Alex.
and
Oh, wow.
then
They always say them
Jared
together.
Parsons.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
well, I mean,
Buns and Alex.
Well, they don't. The funny thing is they don't even really talk to each other that much anymore. But Buns still yells at Alex like a dog half the time.
when we were sending out wedding invitations, we sent one for both of them.
Well, they were a married couple for fucking 10 years,
Shit.
and Alex finally got vagina, and that was the end of
That
that.
was the end of that. That was the end of everything.
He invites me to go golfing now. I'm like, you are such a fucking white dad.
Do you go?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love golfing. He's the only guy I'm better than.
I want to go. I'm terrible, but I'll go.
Top Golf is where it's at. If you haven't played
There's
Top
one
Golf,
right by my gym now. They're just. I don't know if it's open yet.
Is that
but-
the indoor gimmick?
Yeah, it's like a
the
Target.
electronic one or whatever.
How do they know when you
while you
get
play
in?
that?
yeah.
It's at yeah, they have bars.
Okay.
Wow, how do they know that it's your ball going in there?
They got like little chips in the golf
Okay.
balls. Yeah, and they got like these huge targets, and the closer you get to the center of that target, the more points you get.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually really
I'm pretty accurate with my like chipping, but
Well,
driving.
it's basically just like a driving range,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We should definitely go. We should have went when we went down to Columbus.
We didn't have time.
It's cheap too.
Remember that time we were supposed to go on Columbus, Mark?
You did go to
Yeah,
Columbus.
what happened?
I didn't go. I can't even
And that
remember.
was honestly probably the. It wasn't their best concert, but it was probably the. It wasn't the best they sounded, but it was the best concert because the outdoor and the way the video screen was, it was like a 60-foot video screen behind them.
It's the big tour. They usually go all out.
Yeah.
That's how Cody does.
Mastodon stunk.
Oh my god.
Did
They were so fucking boring. They're like
Oh, wow.
a heavier Godsmack.
Yeah.
That's stiff.
Just
was the first
fucking
band we
bland. Every time I die.
They were awesome.
Yeah, I love Every Time I Die.
Yeah, I was psyched to see both of them, too. It's a bummer to
Mastodon
hear that
sucks.
Mastodon
I've
was
listened to
good.
Mastodon in bits and pieces. I always thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, I
No,
like
it was heavy guitar and then going.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they are. They like growl and
Yeah.
stuff.
Heavy Godsmack. That's a great way to put it.
That's a bummer to hear. I always thought they'd be good.
Dude, and they played forever.
Did they?
There were threatening storms. So Every Time I Die was just like song, talk for like 20 seconds, song. They were like, we're even gonna do double time. Let's go. They're like, we want to get you guys here, and Mastodon's like, well, the storm's passed. We're gonna fucking put all you guys to
Right.
sleep.
Wow.
COVID was great though. Is that the first time you saw him?
That was the first time I saw him. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
full
Yeah. I
show.
got to see the friggin' acoustic. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I'll never see that again.
No,
You know.
that was a rare bird that day.
Was it because like somebody was sick?
I think the drummer broke his arm or something like that.
What are you talking about?
At the Agora.
At the
Back in the
Agora.
day?
Yeah, with Thrice and Thursday.
No, the drummer was there. Travis Stever, the guitar player, wasn't there. And I think I heard later that he was at a wedding. So Claudio just played acoustically, like a whole set acoustically, and then the bass player at the time and the drummer sat there and drank vodka
Played
and
cards.
Gatorade and played Scrabble.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It was awesome.
Remember
They,
Claudio
like,
fucked
bullshit
up during the crowing.
Yeah.
He just, oh, sorry guys. He just started over.
And that was the best show.
Did you
Like,
go to that?
Yeah,
That
I was,
one? You didn't go with us. I didn't know you were there.
no, I went with JJ Rogers, Nathan Metz, and Chrissy Lewis. I was dating Chrissy Lewis.
What a crew that was!
Yep.
We were all geeked to see Thrice, and they stunk up.
Oh, they were bad.
I didn't think they were that bad. Thursday killed it.
Thursday-
though.
Thursday was
Amazing.
great.
Thursday was really good.
Can we have something I can spit in?
Wow, give him your hat.
Wish I had a hat.
So what are we doing, fellas?
What are we doing today?
Yeah, like for the audio listeners here, so they know what the hell's actually going on.
Let the best man tell him.
What's going on? Oh.
Explain what we're doing here.
All right, guys. We are on the way to Flappers Bar and Grill
Not a strip club.
It's not a strip club.
Not a strip club.
Jeff told me about Flappers. I said, it sounds like a strip club with stay-at-home moms who teach you how to budget. Then he goes into canned food for the winter.
That's what they do down in the South.
We're going to Flappers. Gonna grab some lunch, some beer, and then we're gonna do some yard games and do our bachelor party right for the man Jeff Hughes.
The man here.
The man.
I'm sorry, MMA superstar.
There you
MMA superstar.
The double champ does whatever the fuck he wants.
Oh, this guy back here.
I am the double champ of LFA. I never lost the title.
go. It's true. It's true. You were the only one to retain it, aren't you?
Were you thinking
Yeah.
about changing your name to Harambe Hughes?
Oh.
No.
No. What about Haymaker Hughes?
I like Haymaker.
Hollywood Hughes, though.
Hollywood Hughes is where it's at.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You blew it with lights out.
I can change
Mr.
it.
Hollywood.
Can you?
I still think he should be Gaston.
Shit.
Nobody will get that reference.
I will.
What if you come out like wearing like the old French timey outfit and just rip it off and start wrestling, just like your walkout crew?
Yeah, it'd be really awesome if Reebok made me some Gaston outfit.
Hear that, Reebok? They don't hear you.
Reebok wasn't listening.
Is this a Beauty and the Beast thing? Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think people would understand. That's
Josh,
pretty
Josh is the
common.
one that called it out. You ever see Gaston in the movie? Like, he's just the most absolute alpha male. And Josh is like, that's Jeff Hughes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got all these little, French wieners running around and, just like tending to their farms, and Gaston just takes what he wants. That would be Jeff.
He eats like 2 dozen eggs. Like,
Yeah, he just pops them up and everything. He's got chest hair out the wazoo.
Holes in my socks.
Wow. And come to think of it, Gaston looks a bit like Razor Ramon. He does.
He does look like Razor,
Tell you,
yeah.
when I was in my best shape and I didn't have a beard, I could have been Gaston.
Okay.
Except for that hair.
Believe it.
I had hair at the time.
Not Gaston hair.
Not Gaston hair.
Nobody has Gaston hair. I mean, Mark's pretty close.
Yeah. It's not black though.
No.
I can't pull off a ponytail quite like he does. But yeah, that's what we're doing, people who are
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, last night we had a video game night, and Bilal, you ended up winning Mario Party, right?
Sure did.
Cheating ass bitch.
Yeah. Hey, your dog won.
My dong, no, Evan's song won.
Song one.
Yeah, my wiener was up 3 times for Name Something Small. Which I want to let you guys know, I did 2 of them.
That makes
It
sense.
was Josh's wiener, and still
don't
Josh's
know.
wiener.
We played, it's called bracketeering. And everyone puts in 2 answers, and you vote which one is the best answer. And what was the question?
Well, it said name something small.
Name
but
something
then,
small.
And then it changed it to like, name something like you would keep from your grandparents.
No.
Or
You give to your grandkids, like cherish.
Yeah, another keepsake.
a keepsake. So we got Evan's little dog and Josh's tiny dog. When you say something little and it's all of us, all of our maturity,
And it's true.
it's
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds fun, I suppose.
That's rude.
Yeah, well, I'm bringing the PlayStation. We'll do Jackbox games tonight.
somebody that you know fighting tonight, Jeff?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, but
No, Jeff Hughes is going to be running late to pick us all up, but he's got enough time to post on Facebook.
I was driving at the same time.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's fine.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did it before you got us.
Guys, look. Oh, slow it down.
Wow.
Eclipse.
Guys,
Oh,
fight.
guys, this is the part where I was driving. Okay, so I was, I think this was my second pro fight where I still cared about, like, being on time to shit. I hit this place right here, and all of a
the
sudden,
Royal Star Inn.
yeah, all of a sudden, I was heading to Mansfield. All of a sudden, my fucking car starts smoking, like, smoke rolling out. So I pull in this thing. My dad was trying to be a nice guy and change my oil that day, so I didn't have to worry about it. He got so drunk doing it, he forgot to screw the fucking oil cap back in.
Oh,
So there's oil
Splattered
squirting everywhere, just on fire and
burn
shit.
away.
And I found the actual thing sitting on top of the motor. And I fucking called him. He was passed out at the time, but I left him Nina's voicemail. I was like, Dad, if you're gonna fucking work on cars, don't get hammered as you're doing it. It's that easy.
Which vehicle was that?
That was the Ford Focus.
You had a Focus?
Yeah, I had two.
You had two of them?
I was trying to think of how many vehicles I've owned since I've been like 16. It is like over, like probably 25.
Do you remember when you guys were living in the trailer and we went over to your house and there was like 8 like empty espressos boxes and I'm like, God, you guys eating some espressos? And you're like, no, my dad got that all for himself.
Oh, was that over in East Canton?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
East Canton.
Yeah.
Like, I came home and I see like, a pizza box and a chicken box and like a wings box. I'm like, sweet, Dad got espressos. And they were all empty.
Yeah. Well, he would fucking, especially then, he wouldn't eat but like every 3 days. So like he would get so drunk and then like he'd be like, oh, I didn't eat for a while. So he'd get pizza and chicken and wings and he would sit there until he was like sick. And he would never give me any.
When he's drunk, he sounds like Razor Ramon.
That's true. I mean, that's kind of how we do the Rich Hughes voice. Oh, hey, Jeff. Oh. Remember your dad came in one time. We were hosting like Christmas breakfast, and he comes in like a panic. We're like, hey, Rich, what's going on? I just need a beer. I need a beer. Oh, shit. He's like, well, I got something in the fridge. Just help yourself. He's like, oh, yeah. Pops it open, just chugs it. Oh, you got it. I'm helping myself. All right, I guess you are.
Well, speaking of the trailer, this is when I was working at the Diamond. So I was sleeping in until probably like 11 noon. Some days, like the days I'd stay up too late. I'm sitting there, I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden, you know that distinctive sound of the fucking pop or the beer can opening. And I'm like, I open my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I roll over, I grab my phone. It's 7:45. I peek my head out. I go, Dad, you drinking? He goes, yep, don't have to work today. I go, dude, eat some fucking breakfast.
You know the part in Step Brothers where they're like, Dad, we live alone. We go on riverboat gambling trips. We poop with the door open. That was you and Rich, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You make your own beef jerky.
Yeah. We would just sit on the couch sometimes, like nights I didn't have to work. We'd just sit there and watch TV, and this fucking, like, these, like, little mice would come out from nowhere, and they're, like, skipping across the thing, and, like, we'd have, like, a contest who could kill the most. We'd fucking just, like, throw shit at it. It was so fun. Woke up one time with a fucking, like, groundhog in our bathroom.
Rags to Riches, the UFC story of Jeff Hughes.
Is somebody living in that trailer right now?
No, they mowed it down.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was always a Hughes in that trailer for a long time.
Yep. We're pretty much like the McPoyles. At any time, 10 Hugheses could walk out of that trailer.
Boys always freak me out, dude. Especially the sister. She I can't watch her on there without being grossed out, like disgusted.
She licks her lips.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst. I don't know. In real life, though, she's not bad looking.
No.
Usually they aren't. I don't know what the deal is.
I have a strange crush on Marie Ponderosa.
Oh, dead tooth.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's the tooth. It's the dead tooth.
She got those fake knockers, and I was just like all about it.
What about when she's a cat? She did herself up like
Oh
a
yeah, I
cat.
love it. I'd have fun with that.
You know what happened? She fell off. She was frolicking up on the roof like an asshole.
That was a great episode because Charlie kept, he got into the K2 and he was acting like Brendan from Making a Murderer or whatever.
Yeah.
Tombstones, pile drivers, sharpshooters.
Those are some of the best episodes, dude, the parody ones. Was it the last season they did a Seinfeld one? The most recent one?
Yes.
That was great.
Charlie's Kramer impression was really good. Mac's Seinfeld was pretty good.
I haven't watched It's Always Sunny in
Dude,
like
this
7 years.
I'm saying the last 2 seasons have been great.
It hit a big lull.
I think it was like the season when Matt got fat. I think it kind of went downhill for like a season or 2. But like now it's like just as good, I think, as it's probably ever been. Like the first couple seasons were great. Obviously,
The female Boggs was shitty though.
Terrible.
That was bad.
Yeah.
But
I was looking forward to that one, and that one sucked.
Because the regular Boggs episode is awesome.
Right. We kept thinking he was dead. Boggs is not dead, guys.
He thought he was Boggs Hog or whatever.
Yeah.
Boss, whatever his name
I
is.
had the discussion. Is Matt Stairs dead?
No.
He's not. I thought he was.
No. There's like another one of those DHs from that same era that's dead though.
You know, Matt Stairs has the most career pinch hit home runs.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have guessed Mark Whitten. That was back in the day.
Who?
Mark Whitten. He played for the Tribe for a little bit. Because all he ever did was pinch hit, and he looked like Ahmed Johnson.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is.
He had like a little Band-Aid over his nose.
He was wearing knee pads on his thigh.
Knee pads on his thighs. Knee pads everywhere.
Yeah, Ahmed Johnson had like 14 things going on with his legs. Big T.
I'm going to Google search athletes you didn't know that they were dead and like see what we come up with.
I wonder if Sporkle has a quiz, Are They Dead?
Oh, really?
I wonder.
Oh, yeah, they should. Reggie Roby, punter.
He's dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
It's a fun game.
He's a black punter.
I didn't know he was a black punter until forever.
Man, that loco's messing with my gut.
Yeah.
That was a huge mistake.
We did shotgun a warm beer.
It was like half a beer.
Justin Eilers.
Dead. Got shot.
Yeah, by his father-in-law, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Trey Tillichman.
Not dead.
Yeah, not dead. Justin Levens.
Don't know who that is.
I don't know.
He was the middleweight.
I don't know any of these people.
Evan Tanner. Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, yeah, Evan Tanner's dead.
Yeah, Evan Tanner. He's dead.
He went. You know how he died? He went to.
Like out in the woods, like
He went to the desert
yeah.
to hunt for treasure. He just never came back.
Trying to load a list here.
Worcester. We're in Worcester, guys. It's a shithole. Just gonna throw that out there. The fact that it's called Worcester is fucking ridiculous anyway.
Not far away. This is far away.
Because
You're driving for like half an hour.
But
I always
This is
feel like
really far for Guido.
That is
next
true.
town
Yeah.
over from.
Him driving to my house is like, whoa, it's a drive.
I'm so much better now. I drive a lot.
Oh, you drive to North Canton?
I don't drive to North Canton.
Where do you drive?
I gotta drive to stupid Perry every day. It's over by Genoa.
12-minute drive.
No, it's like a half-hour drive. It takes me 10 minutes just to get to 30. And then it's the far part of Perry. You gotta go through all the traffic.
At that time, yeah, that would be a pain in the ass at that time. I can get from my house to your house in 15 minutes.
Yeah, but your house is a lot easier. It's right off the highway. Going out to like Genoa, past that way, it's far.
Why does it take you 10 minutes to get to 30?
It takes 10 minutes to get to 30 in the morning. You gotta go through, like, you might hit that light twice on Trump.
it takes me like a minute to get to 30.
Yeah, well, you don't live where I live. That's the difference.
That is the
That's
difference,
the
right?
difference.
And I go to Perry too.
It seems right.
For work, so
Do you want me to put the address in?
I got it.
Oh, alright.
It's just my phone might
Well,
die.
I gotta take the kids to Perry.
Isn't it being charged? Are you charging
I
it?
can't. Not in this car. Because if I plug it into this, it takes over that. I don't pay for premium Spotify anymore. Which I should, but I don't.
Bilal's here too, guys. People listening at home. I mean, not you guys.
I'm very sick.
Oh, that's right. I
God,
forgot.
quit crying over there. That's all I've been hearing. Crying.
Drive. You said it was gonna be like 45 minutes.
Wow, I never said that
You
once.
said 45
No, I
minutes
didn't.
to an hour.
I said an hour and 10 minutes.
That's not what you said either. You said an hour and a half. So we both just lied to each other.
Josh told me over.
I think he's
a little
hilarious. Let's just give him the rest of that logo and finish him off.
Movie binge watching.
What's that?
I just watched Megalodon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was an awful one. And then I followed it up with Sharktopus
Liar.
versus... Yeah, that one was bad.
You have a
And
theme
then-
You're
going.
really into bad movies.
Oh, then the cream of the crop. I finished it off with The Big Lebowski.
Oh, wow.
And that
Was that worse
Wow.
than the prior two?
that was... I mean, it was a bad movie.
This, I feel like this is a total dig at me right now.
I think that movie is so overrated.
I think you're wrong.
I think I'm absolutely right.
Agree to disagree. Yes.
That's fine. I mean, it's up there with Monty Python.
Which had more
I'll agree with
relatable
that. I'm not a huge
characters?
Monty Python.
Which had more relatable characters, The Big Lebowski or Sharktopus?
Sharktopus for
Sharktopus,
sure.
yeah.
That just breaks my heart.
I could watch Sharktopus and Thanksgiving over and over before I watch The Big Lebowski again. Yeah,
That's the difference between
A good
me and
man.
Bilal, everyone.
and a bad man. Is that like? Don't tell me that's one of your favorite movies.
What?
The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski is my favorite movie of all time.
man.
I didn't know that.
It's at least up there.
I
if
would've
not
said-
Guys, we still have like 45 minutes. You guys better get along.
Oh my god.
Mark and I get along just
You
fine.
just said his favorite movie is terrible.
Is worse than Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And
No,
Sharktopus.
I didn't say that. I said that I could watch Thanksgiving more than I could watch The Big Lebowski.
Well, wouldn't that mean that it's worse?
Yeah.
No, it just means to me it's more entertaining.
Exactly.
I say we stick Bilal on
Thanksgiving
Alex.
has a scene
They
where the
will
turkey
Oh
is
my
having
God.
sex with a girl. You're not gonna get
Like,
that.
he
in
won't
The Big
pick up on it
Lebowski.
like Mark.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get that.
Yeah,
in a lot
Mark
of
is
really
just
great
like, all right,
movies.
you guys are fucking assholes.
That's just that great logic.
Alex will be like, are you fucking serious? Yeah, push
Yeah,
it.
just Bilal, you'll just have to tell Alex that The Godfather fucking sucks.
Well, then he's not lying.
The Godfather's
No,
okay.
The Godfather's not a bad
I wouldn't say it
That's not
sucks.
even-
I would
Satire.
pick Scarface over The Godfather, personally.
I would do that too. It's more exciting, I think.
Yes.
It's better storytelling. But I think the Godfather movies are slow as shit. I like them. I like slow movies sometimes, but they are really slow and kind
I
of boring.
can't comment. I've never seen any of them.
The third one sucks ass.
I've never seen any.
Dude, it's the third movie. When you guys were talking about favorite albums and doing like top 3 and all that stuff, the rule of thumb for me is how does your third album show up, or how does the third movie of a franchise show up? Because the first 2 movies, okay, they're great. Then you either have to keep what you're doing and people are going to get bored of it, or you try something else and it's not why you liked it in the first place. But when you think about franchises, movies,
Yeah.
the third movie is always the worst, right?
Go on.
Not
X-Men?
always.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
and Fairness, Lost World sucked.
Well, I think
The third one
3 is
wasn't that
better
bad,
than-
yeah.
than 2.
Yeah, yeah. The X-Men movie, Back to the Future,
Back to the Future was bad.
Yeah.
The Godfather.
Indiana Jones.
I mean, Mark, you like
Although-
Indiana Jones, right?
Indiana Jones is some of my favorite movies of all time too, but I think Last Crusade gets a lot of hate it doesn't deserve.
Is that the worst one?
Yeah, I would say out of the 3, yeah, that was. I mean, the 4th one, I would say now.
That doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
But out of the original 3, I would say, yeah, the 3rd one is probably the least good.
Star Wars, Mark. You love Star Wars. Which one's the worst out of the original? The first episode 4, 5, 6.
See, this might be controversial to some people, but I really like Return of the Jedi. Love Return of the Jedi for its own reasons, but it's unanimously seen as the worst one of the original 3.
Right. And they mention this in X-Men Apocalypse, which coincidentally is the worst fucking movie ever made from X-Men.
No.
Yes, the fucking
not
worst.
The worst.
I think
The
I hate
worst.
the first 3.
X3 was bad, and
No, X2 is great.
I did not like X2.
The first Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3
Because
sucks.
it's the third one's always like the straight money grab. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you do the first one, it's awesome, and you need the sequel, and everybody's really excited, and they probably put in some good work. And then it's like, let's see what we can pump out. Motherfucker, I didn't even bother watching The Hangover 3 because what's the point?
No.
Like, I don't know that it's the worst, but I'm sure it is.
No, it ain't bad.
Ever see
Watchable.
The Hangover?
The first one?
Yeah. Then you watch the third
That's
one.
what I've heard.
Oh, the third one has John Goodman in it.
That's true. That's true.
It's not bad. It's not terrible. It has its funny parts. But out of the three, it's probably the worst.
Now, the only franchise that goes away from that is the Batman trilogy with Christian Bale.
Yeah,
I still think the second one's the best.
I think the second one is better because of Heath Ledger
Right.
and the Joker. But like the way they portrayed Bane in the third one is awesome.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the new Joker movie coming out?
I think it looks pretty cool.
I thought it looked stupid.
Phoenix?
Really?
Yeah, I thought it looked stupid. I thought they tried to make him a sympathetic character, and that's dumb.
I think they're going with more of like the psychological thriller
Yeah.
rather than action.
Well, there's a lot of weird ways they're getting out of being responsible for making it like true to the Joker and shit. Like they've already said it's not going to be true to a Joker comic.
That's
Ninja
fine.
Ninja Turtles.
Ah, man. Well, I mean,
really like the animated
the
one.
animated wasn't that bad.
Oh, are we Rocky 5 and Turtles
Yeah,
3?
for sure. We went to Family Video. I took Jack to Family Video. We rented the Turtles movies, 1 and 2. Yeah, he was kind of interested. Then we go back. He goes, "Oh, Dad, there's Turtles. We don't watch that one." I go, "Yeah, and you never will."
No, 1 was a pretty freaking good movie.
I
2's
said
like
that.
not as good, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Secret of the Ooze was sweet. You know,
Yeah.
I liked Turtles at the
Which-
time. I liked the third one.
No.
I was a young kid though when it came out.
Which
so of
one
course I
did,
would.
as a child, which one did we watch more?
2.
Definitely two.
Two for sure.
Going back though, 1 is actually
One's great.
an awesome movie.
Yeah, 1's
Dude.
really good.
And fuck that
Dark.
punk bitch Danny.
Which one's
that
which
kid.
April O'Neil is hotter?
1.
I'm going 2.
I'm going 2 and 3. Yeah. I like her
I
with her
can't-
short haircut in 3.
I like that grungy butt chin.
She's
Yeah,
in
I like that.
she's in this terrible show that Rachel watches, Nashville, and she still looks pretty good. The first April O'Neil.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Well, she's been around, like, kind of being the same character for a long time, like a hot older chick. Like,
Yeah. She's not a bad looking girl. I don't know. She's kind of, the first one, she's kind of has that, like, slutty
Yeah.
to her. Especially when she's in the farmhouse.
Oh yeah.
Hooking up with Casey and shit.
Yeah, Casey Jones.
who wouldn't? Dreamboat.
I was so upset as a child that Casey Jones wasn't in the second one, but he was in the third one, and it wasn't even Casey Jones.
Yeah, he was.
Well, he was in the third one, but he was a character in the past. Too.
He was one of the best things about the third one, like babysitting the
He's
Japanese
like
dude.
really
Yeah.
the only thing I remember from the third one, man.
And like
I choose to remember.
the most memorable thing about the third one is that
You see that too?
That's how I know my role.
I didn't see anything.
She was sprinting.
Yeah, this little girl sprinting with a lawnmower.
Wow. But in that one part when they're in the like hockey bar towards the end, like the first thing I always think of when I think of that third Ninja Turtles movie is that Tarzan Boy song that's played in the bar. It's like
The song, yeah.
That is the fucking craziest music video I've ever seen. If you've actually seen the video. And the weird story is that guy died in like a tragically crazy way from AIDS. It's fucked up.
From AIDS?
Yeah. Like he died like I don't know, he was from Ireland. It's a big long story you can read, but like I talked about it on a podcast at one point, but yeah, none of that makes
I think the part. Maybe we should make a drinking game out of the third one.
Oh, that's not
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the third one, as all the turtles are together for only 12 minutes of the movie.
Did they get separated?
They get separated because
Like in time?
Yeah, remember Mikey goes.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, Mikey's the first one to go. He's on the horse. He's riding backwards.
Okay, yeah.
No, they all went together. They all had to
They
hold
all went-
it
yeah.
at the same time.
You're right.
And Mikey was on his horse backwards, you're right, but the rest, they were like riding into a siege
Right.
as soon as they got
And then Raphael goes with that kid, Yoshi.
Yoshi, yeah.
The token Asian kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember the one part where, oh my god, it was so corny. The one.
Hands off wheel.
What's that?
Your hands were off the wheel again.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm driving with my knee, it's alright.
Just love the sudden jerks.
Shut the fuck up! Anyways, the bad Japanese commander guy gets his hair cut off.
I remember that. Leo's
Yeah,
like
with the two
threatening.
swords.
So it's like scissors.
That's the only time those swords were ever used in the whole
Ever.
trilogy.
Ever.
Yeah, it was a kid's movie, right?
He tried to fight Shredder with him in the first one.
Shredder
That
was
fight
so
scene was
bad.
so great.
They made the Shredder in the second one more like
It was a joke.
cartoon Shredder.
Yeah, he was
the
a joke.
first one, he was like a bad motherfucker.
Baby. Dude, the second one's still funny now.
It's fun. I watched the Turtles and I didn't watch the whole thing. I fell asleep. But the Turtles and Batman movie,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
badass.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. I started watching that a couple times, but I always did it at night and fell asleep. But that opening fight with Batman and Shredder's pretty badass.
Yeah.
You know that?
Like Shredder drops down like old school, like real slow.
Yeah. Man. And the fight sequences were like done really well. For
Yeah.
a cartoon, it's done really well.
I feel, nerdiness scales going up watching like the animated comic book movies.
Oh, DC's got some of the best.
The
animated
Dark
movies.
Knight Returns. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I have that one.
Oh man, that is
Great.
good.
Yeah, it is.
And then, what was it? The Red Hood was really good.
I like Red Hood.
Bad Blood was okay.
Flashpoint Paradox is
Flashpoint Paradox
like
is
one
great.
of my favorites.
The Killing Joke was really
The
bad.
Killing Joke was awful.
Yeah. Yeah. That girl fucking Batman is just not right.
See, am I the only one that wants my cartoons to be cartoons? Like, I don't want to watch a serious cartoon.
I do.
Does that make any sense? Like,
Well, if it's made to be serious, I think it's alright.
but even then, like, I don't know. I don't want it that way.
See, I'm the opposite. I don't, except for maybe The Simpsons,
Yeah.
but animated comedy shows, I don't get them.
yeah.
Jeff, you love Archer.
I like Archer.
I like that.
I like
Bill
F is
Burr
for
one.
Family.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
F
family.
Family.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, like
I
BoJack
can't watch
Horseman's
them.
supposed to be like one of these like actual like serious takes on shit, and I'm like, it's a fucking.
It's a
retired-
walking horse.
It's a walking talking horse voiced by Will Arnett. Like, why? Don't give me real life
Yeah.
issues on this fucking show.
Oh,
Jordan
what-
used to love that show as a baby. It was funny.
What about Rick and Morty? How do you guys feel about that one?
I don't want. I'm not watching that dumb shit.
Oh, Rick and Morty's great.
I heard
No,
great
don't-
things.
Don't give me.
Rick and Morty's one of the deepest shows on
Yeah,
television.
it's a goddamn cartoon, a Cartoon Network. I don't want.
But like you could say that and then watch Rick and Morty, and you won't see how people say that until you see something they're talking. Like when it comes to cartoons being serious, I think it's all about the content of the like. If it's supposed to be serious, I can take it seriously. Like Batman, I think you shouldn't make a silly Batman movie. You should make a serious Batman movie, and they pull it off well. Like Dark Knight Returns, fucking fantastically done.
Year one was good.
Year one was really good.
Was that when he first started being Batman?
It was more about Gordon.
It was kind of
But
like
yeah, it was when he
it was like a
first came
different
out.
version of Batman Begins, essentially. Kind of.
I thought you were talking like Year One with Jack Black and Michael Cera.
Oh God, I've
There's a
never
movie.
never sat
The only
through that.
year one I want to see.
I actually did
Never
watch
sat through that movie. Man, Michael Cera blew up, and then that was it.
And then yeah, he blew up, and then he was dead.
Well, then when they realized he was only Michael Cera, the only character he could play was himself.
This is the end. He was great for like
Oh,
the
it's
3 minutes he
fantastic.
was in it.
Was grabbing at Rihanna's ass and shit like that. All coked out.
There was a movie he made a few, like 2000, maybe like 10-ish, where he played like two different
Youth
versions
Revolt?
of.
Yeah,
that
Youth
was
Revolt was
Good.
cool.
He was
It's the only thing Ray Liotta was ever good in.
Goodfellas, man.
He wasn't good at Goodfellas. He was the worst of Goodfellas. You wanted his.
Identity?
Oh, Identity
Wow, I
was a good
forgot about
flick.
that.
Yeah, Identity is a good movie.
I don't watch any movies.
That's the
except-
one goddamn John Cusack movie where I'm like, John Cusack's not that
It
bad.
was pretty good.
He
No.
wasn't in it much, but
I-
Blow. He was good in Blow.
I don't even remember that.
was the
Yeah,
dad.
he's a fucking jerk off.
Yeah, you're
Fucking
right.
Chantix.
You're right. I don't like John Cusack about anything.
Who was the actor you were talking about punching in the face your last podcast with Mark?
I'm hoping it was John Cusack.
I don't
That's
know.
mine.
Was it?
You were talking about an actor. I fucking hate that. It wasn't Michael B. Jordan.
I'm not a fan of
right?
No, he's not. He's the worst.
He's another one. He's the same guy in every movie.
I'm a
That's not
badass.
liar,
And I'm
right?
ghetto. Ugh.
He's the black Jason Statham.
In fairness, that's what they cast him as, though.
Yeah, but fuck him.
But he could at least
Yeah,
try
but
to
he's
do it.
fucking.
I'm sick of him.
I hate him so much. Jason Momoa or whatever.
He's on a punch in
I
the
like
face.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen him as Khal Drogo, so I don't really.
Bad as
I
Aquaman.
loved him in that, but then once he started talking, I was like,
Dude, I'll tell you, Aquaman was fucking awesome.
Did you see
I
that
watched a
fucking
little bit of it.
plastics commercial he did or whatever? Like a no single-use plastics commercial. It was fucking hilarious. Like, it's hard to explain and it'd still be funny. I'm not gonna waste, but like, I thought
So
somebody
YouTube
would saw
it?
Yeah, it was all over Facebook. I figured one of you would have saw, but I guess not.
Here's a fun one.
Oh no, I did see that
He,
one.
like,
He goes
walks up
out
to
and
this
just
big dude,
fucking
he's like,
knocks
"Hey."
out the
then he-
the water bottle
Cuts
in
to
his
him
hand.
in the fucking bathtub, putting like a champagne glass on his face, and that guy's drinking champagne.
I did see that actually. Yeah,
Try to name one good Dennis Quaid movie.
Frequency.
No.
Frequency, yeah, dude.
Yeah, Frequency's pretty good.
Day After Tomorrow?
No, that sucked. I don't care. what
Jeff's banned from microphone usage now.
Yeah.
It's the only Dennis Quaid movie I can think of.
Yeah, because
But
it
yeah, I was
looks
about to say
awesome.
without a list of them. Over
Dennis
there.
Quaid's in a bunch of movies that look like they're going to be good, and they never are.
I name a great Randy Quaid movie.
Kingpin.
There's a bunch of them. I just
Yeah.
Not another teen movie. The
Oh,
movie sucks, but Randy Quaid's awesome in it.
Vegas Vacation is underrated. I think he was great in that.
I don't like Vegas Vacation.
I don't like Chevy Chase.
Actually, the only vacation I like is the Christmas. one.
Christmas?
Yeah.
I like the original Vacations. They don't quite hold up, but if they're good for nostalgia.
Yeah, actually, Randy Quaid isn't in that many good movies, but Randy Quaid is good in those movies.
Independence
Mission,
Day.
yeah, Independence Day. That's what I'm thinking.
He was awesome in Independence Day. He's like a crazy ass now.
Drunk.
Yeah,
He's
he
on the
took
rise
that.
of
He
the
took
FBI.
that role and was like, "This is my real life now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get drunk off on reservations and claim aliens raped me."
He had a bunch of like Indian, like Native American kids and shit.
Yeah, that is true.
Loco.
Get loco.
I don't know why I hate myself today.
Because you're loco.
We're all gonna feel like shit tomorrow. I can't wait.
I'm hoping I can pace myself pretty well.
Nope.
No,
Got a lot
I
of
did
beer.
the first time. Last time I was ready to die the next day.
The House
Some
of Fuse?
asshole brought fucking moonshine to the party.
That's what it was.
Some asshole asked me to bring moonshine to the party.
Jared?
No, you.
I don't remember.
Bilal was too busy. Bilal, I had to go out with the wife for her birthday. Oh, I care about my wife. Missed House of Fuse.
I'll probably break up with her.
You should. I mean,
Would you still hang out with us then?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I kind of thought about that. Like, what would happen? You know, Sarah and Bilal get divorced.
I
And,
never hung out with Sarah before she met Bilal.
but, I mean, like, there'd be family gatherings. Be like, hey, Bilal, we're gonna be hanging out with friends, and you just come over, and
Yeah.
everybody would still like him.
Depends on how the breakup goes,
Well, it'd
She
be,
broke up with me.
yeah.
which is likely what would happen. So
Yeah.
we'll take you. Who gets the dogs in your hypothetical divorce?
I would get Bella.
Yeah, you get
Get
Bella
out
for
of
sure.
You got the raw end of that deal, pal.
here. No, Bella's better.
Dave Mira, dead or alive?
Dead.
Yeah,
He
he's
killed himself.
So,
That's a fun game. If they're dead, if so, how?
let's play it.
All right,
let's
I'm
do
down.
it.
Oh, this is sick.
What? What's wrong?
Hey, controversy's good. We'll get more
We are in
plays
the
out of it.
middle of nowhere, so I'm having trouble Googling a list of people that we didn't know are dead. Can do it by memory.
Shit.
Sorry, your iPhone 4 doesn't have good service.
I feel like we're still in Waco.
This is South Waco.
All right, who's dead that we don't know?
I'm trying to bring.
Owen Hart.
Oh,
There's a lot of people dead that I don't know.
Well, that's true. Tay Diggs, dead or alive?
alive and well, still handsome as ever.
Or what's he doing nowadays?
I don't know, still looking good.
Good-looking black guy.
Yeah.
Why can't he just be a good-looking guy?
Because he's a good-looking black guy. It's different. It's like a new level of handsome.
It is. It's true.
Yeah, I wasn't saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. Like Idris Elba. Like, gee, like I want to look like Idris Elba.
Yeah, like Rob Lowe. He's a
Right.
good-looking white
He's a
dude.
good-looking white guy. Yeah. He's as white as he's a white guy as white can be, and he's good. Stamos is good-looking on all levels, though.
Yeah, that's true.
He
With that belly button, though.
what
Huh?
was the Stamos belly button story?
Belly button. He's got a weird-looking belly button.
I don't believe that for a second.
Don't
Not
ask me
everybody
how I
is,
know.
nobody is perfect, and that John Stamos, he's about as
Who
close as
about
it
that
gets.
guy from The Office? Like the
Ed Helms?
Like the black
Or he
guy.
has a huge.
Idris Elba.
No.
Charles Minor.
Stanley?
Yes.
Yeah, Charles
Yes,
Minor.
Charles Minor.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That guy's the man.
I know.
Good-looking black guy.
Good looking black
That's what I'm
dude.
trying to say. It's not a bad thing.
Who?
All right, we got you.
Yeah.
Charles Minor from The Office.
Charles Minor.
Remember
Yeah, he
when-
comes in,
yeah.
gets rid of Michael.
Yeah.
Angela's all smitten by him. Like,
I don't remember.
they portray him to be like a bad guy, but in reality, he's just like doing his job.
It's just
He's
normal.
the normal guy.
And
That's
he
He
just-
was
not-
the new bad guy in the Fast and Furious, or the whatever fucking new Rock movie.
Hobbs and Shaw, yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
He was Heimdall from Thor.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a great looking guy.
There it is.
Took you 5 rolls to figure out who he was. But
All you had to say.
We wanted him to be Bond,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a good looking guy.
Now they're saying they're making a female Bond.
which, you know,
She's black and gay.
Oh yeah, they cast her. I
they're
forgot.
just checking them all off, huh?
Ashley hates that I'm like anti-feminist. I'm really not,
I'm anti.
but I'm just gonna play that gimmick up because women fights are terrible.
anti like shoving it in your face.
Yeah, that's
That's
what it
all.
is.
Fake
That's
feminist.
all that they're doing is they're shoving it in your face.
Yeah.
They came out with that new Batgirl on ABC.
Yeah.
It is awful.
Yeah,
It's exactly like that.
but you can't say that. That makes you
But you can't say
chauvinistic.
that, yeah.
The TV show's bad.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have opinions anymore.
There's a one part in Endgame, and I love it. It's 9 out. It's originally a 9 for me. It drops to an 8.5
Woman scene.
with the fucking woman scene.
Yeah.
So
It
stupid.
did not have to happen that way.
Oh, how are you gonna make it? She's got help, and every woman comes up, and it's so fucking stupid and
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
Well,
That's like the whole fucking.
Don't even start, Jared. Shut the fuck
Now
up.
I'm not going to see it.
You weren't before.
It's so good otherwise.
Yeah, it's really good otherwise.
That was
Like, it's
part
not
of
a
the reason I
perfect movie,
hated
but-
Captain Marvel. I'm like, we don't care about. Like, it was like an hour and a half of just. Fucking text me again. Jesus.
It was longer than an hour and a half.
It was like an hour and a half of just women power bullshit.
Yeah.
This sucks.
They act as if like men would not like to see a movie with
Oh,
a
it's just
strong
a show.
female like
Yeah, like we
main
have a problem
character.
with
And the same time that Captain Marvel came out, that Battle Angel movie came out, and it was awesome.
And it didn't do nearly as
It
well.
didn't do nearly as well, but it was a great film.
No, you're right. It's
What was it called?
Alita Battle Angel.
I didn't even hear
I think it's
that.
based on like a graphic novel or some story.
Yeah, is
or
that like
something.
is it animated?
It's
Or
The
like kind
robot
of?
girl is.
Okay.
But she's animated like hyper realistically.
The fuck
But she
are
still
we?
looks fake.
it's really cool because they actually like donated a bunch
there's
of
a
like
painter.
How does little
prosthetics.
tiny road
Oh,
lead
really?
us to like
Oh, shit.
another express?
Yeah.
I like the
I've
old
seen it,
road.
but
This
I've
is
heard great
South 43
This
is.
is like
And again,
auto.
it's one of those where you're like,
Yeah.
it's not in your face. She plays the character amazingly. Everything's awesome.
She's just naturally a strong female
Without
character.
having to express that she's a strong
Yeah.
female.
I like it. I like
I'll
it.
have to. Do you
That's
have
the thing.
a?
Make a
I'm gonna
movie
look
with a
this
strong
place up.
female character that
Yeah, you-
isn't constantly saying, "Look at me, I'm a strong
I got
female
the
Yeah.
character."
To me,
Give
that
some substance.
that degrades the strength if you're having to tell everybody that you're strong or show everybody that you're strong. all the
I've been
time.
trying to think of an example like of it from before, but I can't. I don't.
Kill
I
Bill.
don't watch it.
Kill Bill's an awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Kill Bill's great.
Completely built around a woman, and it's not like just shoving it in your face. It's just a good movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I have no service.
I love the Kill Bills, and I did not like them until probably a year ago.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, probably less than a year ago.
With any reason why?
I just didn't. I don't know. I didn't think they were that good. And then I went back and rewatched them, and on the Fire Stick, or no, it was on Netflix, and I was like, wow, that was like I liked the first one so much. I watched the second one right after.
That's with a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies, but with those movies specifically, like I'll watch them every few years and be like, damn, I forgot how good this shit
Yeah.
was. But that's
I want to watch the new Tarantino movie.
Me
This
too.
place looks really fun. I was
Yeah, I know. I want to kind of stop here. I don't know what's going on. But I want to.
They're like, look at this jungle gym.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
yeah,
Yeah.
what is it?
It's for kids,
Mohican
but
Adventures.
Oh, Mohican Adventures.
I remember having to come
Canoes
down
and
here
shit?
for work.
Exactly the way the Mohicans would want it.
Exactly. That's what they did back on the reservation.
Built jungle gyms.
Just for fun. They didn't do anything to survive.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Huh?
Slurs, my friend. Slurs.
Weekend.
I guess I could have just
I don't know. I had
booked a place for Mohegan. Right?
No, it's not the same.
I have no service.
I, by the way, do like the Big Lebowski. I was really trying to see
Oh, really?
reaction.
Yeah, you didn't get
That's
worked
why
up near
everybody
as
got
much as
quiet
we
and just started
thought.
looking at me then.
You did really, really well there.
Okay. And then that also.
But I still don't like the Monty
You
Python.
don't have to hold it
Not
like
a
that.
fan
If that's
of
not comfortable.
No, I never
No,
got it.
this is
Big
fine.
Lebowski I am a fan of.
Good. That makes me feel so much
It's
better.
become second
like,
nature
damn,
to me
dude.
right now. If I'm not talking,
it
I'm
felt like you were like it was said at the specific time just to get me.
Yeah.
Like,
I said,
I'm happy.
I said, this is how I'll do it. I'll start with, I've been on a binge of watching terrible movies. I'll start with Megalodon. Even though I actually liked Megalodon, I could go back and watch that one again. Sharktopus, which I have seen that, would never watch it again. And then end it with The Big Lebowski.
Well,
Just
you-
throw it
What was
out.
your favorite movie, Bilal?
Well
Human
done.
Centipede?
My favorite movie? That's my second favorite movie.
Well, cool. Yeah, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, you'll just have to.
Human Centipede's one of those
listen to
movies where it's
40
like, why
minutes
watch
of
it?
this
If
before
you know what it's
No,
about,
you're right. You're right.
why watch it? Like, I don't need to see it.
I know. I watched Hostel, and I knew it was gonna be terrible and terrifying. With some gothic girl before, and she's like all into it and shit. And I was like, this is so bad and disgusting. Like, the chick's gets her eye cut out or something.
The most shocking ending in movie history. That's how they kept advertising.
What happened?
Yeah.
And she chopped off that guy's wiener and fed it to the dogs.
Oh, yeah. Stupid.
That sounds pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get in her pants the whole time.
Did it work?
No. Well,
Aw.
not that time.
Oh, okay.
But even then, with like Hostel, like, see, I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know like what the story was or how it ended. Human Centipede, all it is telling you like, this is what happens. This is the movie, and this is how fucked up it is. And it's like, okay, well, I don't need to see that now.
Yeah, but didn't the Human Centipede end with it being like a movie? Like it was a movie inside a movie? Like none of it
If
was
that
actually
was
real?
the twist, that's
I
pretty
think
lame.
that's what the
It's a
twist
tweet.
was.
Yeah.
Tweet.
Because
Same old
the
thing,
second
no
one
twist.
is about a guy who watches the movie and then he actually wants to perform it.
Wow.
And the third one, which
We're in the
is the
fucking
worst of the
sticks.
three, is about a prison that puts all the
Don't they make like a giant human centipede?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These movies sound fucked
The
up.
way they should be run.
I've never seen any of these movies. And you're right. I feel like I don't need to now that I know all this.
Again, I do
I don't
go
wanna
on a
see
binge
it.
of watching awful movies.
Oh, I do too. Well, not necessarily awful movies, but it seems like when I watch movies, it's always like a bunch in succession for some reason. Like lately, I've been going, like, 'cause, I have Amazon Prime and new shit pops up all the time, so I've been watching old shit. The way I look at it is, I'm watching movies that I haven't seen since I started smoking weed. So I'm watching them for the first time stoned, but they're movies I know really well. Like, for instance, I watched Austin Powers. Stoned. Never watched that movie stoned.
Still funny?
Still fucking hilarious. Like, dude, Dr. Evil.
There's a third
It's
one that
so
sucks
funny.
too. There
Yeah.
you go. Third one
It's
sucks.
definitely the worst, but there's still a few good parts in there.
It's definitely the worst.
They
And then-
recycled everything from the first two and just put it in a new movie.
Like, it's not even close.
The part where he's beating up the goons. Look at you. You don't even have a name tag.
It's easier to go on a binge of watching awful horror movies. Like if you go on Netflix or Hulu, they'll have like 2 or 3 really good horror films, and the rest are
Terrible.
terrible, awful B-rate movies.
There's a lot of horror movies are easy to make, so people make a lot of B horror movies, and there's just and then you can get on like free apps and stuff where you gotta watch ads into like Tubi or Vudu or whatever the fucking apps are and shit, and find like a shit ton of movies you wouldn't find anywhere else because that's all they can afford to put on there. But
Mark, you should get high and watch a bunch of Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh god,
that's not a bad idea.
Sarah watches those.
Oh, so does Rachel. They're so
Sweet.
bad.
Everyone's the
watched-
same fucking movie.
I watched one where
There's all your strong female leads. They're in the fucking Hallmark Christmas movies.
Hey, DJ's still hot.
It's
DJ,
always
well,
the
yeah,
big,
yeah,
it's always
Becky's
the
not allowed
big
in
city
anymore.
guy versus the small town guy.
hardworking gal.
Yeah.
And they hate each other, but then Christmas brings them together and they fall in love.
Yeah.
It's every single movie.
She watched one where it was a realtor that was trying to sell this house, and she fell in love with this ghost. And then at the end of the movie, she became a ghost.
I was going
And
to
she
say,
died.
I thought I saw
No, she didn't die.
Was
She
it-
just became a ghost.
Was it Ashley
Yeah.
Banks from The Fresh Prince? That was the main character?
She's still hot.
She's still real hot. Yeah, that's why I was watching. And the realtor thing did happen. It was like
Hillary's hotter, by the way.
Did she? Well, she was in The Ladies' Man. Did she ever do anything after that?
Doesn't need to.
That's true.
The original Aunt
She was a
Viv
major pain.
was super
and that
hot.
was like
The original Aunt Viv?
Yeah, she was a foxy lady, and then later they brought in some old chick. Like she was just an old lady.
Was that the dark one?
Yeah, the super dark one.
Yeah.
It was like the first few seasons.
Not as foxy.
She was
Not
a
as
foxy
foxy
lady.
after that.
Can you use the adjective foxy for a white woman?
No, you can't.
Okay.
It's like I was listening to Joe Rogan the one day, and they were talking about the word trifling. White guys can't say trifling.
No.
I don't try, no.
I don't think I've ever
What
said
about
trifling.
Kim Basinger in Wayne's World 2? Wouldn't she be a foxy lady?
Showing.
Fucking, me and Josh had this conversation recently, and I talked about how Drew Barrymore in the 90s, you couldn't quite beat Drew Barrymore in the 90s. She was like the hottest fucking shit ever.
Drew Barrymore was Girl Next Door.
Ew.
Like, and his best example was Wayne's World. I was like, that's a really, like, she was super hot.
She
in
was
the first-
super hot in it.
But that's like a perfect example of it. Like, that was her at her max hotness. in the
Wayne's
90s.
World had some smoking hot
Tia
babes.
Carrere,
Oh,
Drew
man.
Barrymore.
hottest Asian woman ever.
Oh my god, yeah. She stayed hot too. Like she
Yeah.
was in Curb Your Enthusiasm later.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like she was good looking in Wayne's World 1. She was like really good looking. And then Wayne's World 2, she was just like a different level.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Mount Vernon. 14 miles. We're almost there, Bilal.
Southern Waco.
Southern Waco. We're still in South Waco. We're in South Waco now.
You have service yet? My phone just died. I know it's
Nope.
like 12
I
miles.
have left surface.
Who's the blonde that's in substitute teacher movie?
Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, she dated
That's
Justin
Jennifer
Timberlake.
Almost.
Cameron Diaz?
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
So,
Bad
Bella
teacher.
Sky.
yes, bad teacher. That's what it's.
Vanilla Sky,
I
she's
don't
pretty
think
good
she's
looking.
attractive, but she is a smoke show in The Mask.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mask and Vanilla Sky were her two best movies.
She gets less
But
attractive the
other
older
than
she
that,
gets.
Not that attractive.
Yeah, you know, I've always been on the anti-Cameron Diaz thing, but then the sweetest thing, she's pretty hot in that too.
Dude, Christina
Applegate was really hot.
She's still hot to this day.
Ugh.
What is
I've
wrong
never
with you?
been really.
I've never been either, but they're both hot in that movie because they're next to Selma Blair.
Christina Applegate
And
is.
Yeah,
that
right.
increases your hotness if you're
Yeah.
next to Selma Blair. All right, Selma Blair or Hilary Swank?
Hillary Swank.
That's-
God damn it. Hillary Swank is hot.
No.
No, she's not hot.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd go Selma Blair for sure.
No.
I feel. I shouldn't say that.
Selma Hayek or Penelope Cruz?
Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek is all day.
Yeah, no doubt.
Penelope Cruz is too ratty.
Yeah, she is. She is. I think that's slightly racist, Josh, but I mean, I agree with you.
I don't think so. She's got a rat face. It's not race. They're the same ethnicity.
Man, this is a good game. I wish I had more. Those were two good ones. Come on, Bilal, help out.
Kim Jong Il or Kim Jong Un?
Yeah. Who's got them chubby cheeks, man? No, that wasn't a good one, Bilal. You didn't help us at all.
Yeah, I choose neither.
Fucking Bilal.
I choose death.
That's all you get from him.
All right, Cameron Diaz or Christina Applegate?
Christina Applegate.
Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz in the front seat.
It's probably Diaz. Applegate was really only hot in that movie.
What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people?
She wasn't that good looking Anchorman at all.
No, she
Very
was
attractive.
Oh, fine. I guess she's all mine, fuckers. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I was with you on that one.
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, that's fine.
Christina Applegate would do it.
Too.
She let you pee on her. Golden
Is that the only way?
The only way I know.
Golden Gate Bridge.
Is that just two guys peeing on her at the same time?
I just came up.
Yeah, I like it.
But it's one's peeing on her butt and the other one's peeing in her mouth. That's the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh my god. That's so hot.
I want to look it up on Pornhub.
If not, you can add it to the Urban Dictionary. They take submissions.
I'll do it.
What do you think about the psychopaths that are still paying for porn?
Right? I know. Okay, you guys know who Bobby Lee is?
Yes.
He, on his podcast, he talked about why he still pays for porn, because somebody's gone on there and talked about it, and his girlfriend outed him about paying for like browsers and different accounts and shit. And he says it has to be HD. It has to be HD. And I'm thinking every fucking site offers HD, every free site, every one. So I think he's just an elitist or something. I don't know what it is.
I just don't know how porn stars make money anymore. Like, nobody pays for anything.
Well, advertising
Yeah,
on
what
the
if
videos
you're
and stuff.
filming a DVD? Like, if you go to the porn shoot to film a DVD, you'd be like, oh, this is not okay. I'm in the wrong business.
Right.
And I think the porn companies have adapted, kind of like movie companies and TV shows have adapted to like streaming services, because they'll put a lot of their own shit on these porn sites, I noticed, and like link it to their actual page and shit. But I don't see how, if they're putting it on there, like, how long do you need a porno video for? You
That's
know?
what I'm saying. If you're still watching
3
it,
minutes
and
stop.
you want to see more and like go to the actual site, you have more willpower than I do.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe some people just need more to get off or something.
Remember that time we went to Evan's apartment? There was like 27 windows up, and they were all different porn videos. He was like embarrassed at first. And he's like, oh, it takes me a while to pick sometimes. I go, dude, there is literally 20 fucking windows up here.
Damn.
But see, he was living by himself and everything like that. And, if you're going home and you got nothing else to do, you could take your time and be selective with your porn. Everybody else with their busy lives.
Unless you live in fucking Louisville where people were walking in the door every time you wanted to jerk off.
Well, And then sliding glass. We never locked that sliding glass door.
I started to after like the third time I got caught. Pants around my ankles, like, what's up, Danbeck?
Oh, what you doing? Jerking off, Joe?
Windows on here then, huh? I'm like, nope.
No, he's sitting on the couch. I'm jerking off.
And then Jessica Hubb walks in. Huh, watching porn? Yeah, I was. He goes, oh, go. What you watching? I'm like, this is like a beginning of a porn, right? But it just never happened. I was like, well, I'm just going to put my pants up now. I mean, they're rocking around my ankle.
Oh, man. Any porn that Jessica Hupp was going to be in at that time was going to take a left turn somewhere.
Yeah, there's cutting involved.
That's a horror movie.
Yeah.
It's one of those fucking slasher films.
Somebody would watch it, but...
What do they call them? Snuff films or something like that?
Yeah.
I would star in it for sure.
Jeff, I think you need to tag the randos that we mentioned on your podcast.
We definitely do.
You'd get a lot more viewers that way. And a lot more attention. None of it good.
Yeah.
Brandon French. He like comments on stuff. I'm like, God, I hope he didn't listen to that last one.
I don't think he does. Because I see him every now and then. He never has like any... Yeah.
Is he in a white van?
No. You
It
think
says
tan.
grape on the side?
No.
The rape thing.
The crepe van.
I don't think there's been any outright burials of people on any podcast, but I mean, like we're telling
Shane.
a story.
Ryan Sexton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Ryan Sexton.
Remember that
worse than
fucking
Shane.
rap album he sent you?
Oh my God.
Did you not
He sent
mention
that to
that?
me.
Oh, I
I forgot all about
forgot
that.
all about it. This was after
This was months ago.
we bashed him for for being wanting to be the XFL or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, like, 2 weeks after we, like, talked a bunch of shit about Ryan Sexton, he sent me his rap album. I'm like, what the fuck is
So,
this?
did he send it to you and me and nobody else? Was
Yeah,
it just
just
you and
us.
me? Maybe he did hear that shit.
Yeah, he probably did.
Oh, wow. I
Like,
figured
I'll
he
show
was
these
just sending it to all
motherfuckers.
the people he used to know. Wow.
He goes,
Was it any good?
Oh no, it was the worst.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
Like, it was well produced, but he wasn't good at it. Like, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So he paid a lot of money to get into a real studio to put a shitty rap album.
Or he has a lot of apps and a bunch of free time. You know what I mean? He bought Fruit Loops and did something for 5 hours one night.
Ryan Sexton was always kind of like J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, yeah.
He'd always wear a jersey, and
The same fucking Eddie George jersey.
yeah, he had a visor.
Gingery fro. Kind of, because he had the curlier hair, so when it grew out, it like puffed up.
If there was black kids around, he would talk like them. It's funny.
What's up, bro? What's up, dog?
So, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where did that accent come from?
Heather Graham or Liz Hurley?
Listen,
In those movies, Heather Graham.
Yeah.
I don't know about, like,
I would
every
say,
day,
I think
but-
Heather Graham is the hottest Boston Power girl.
Yeah.
oh yeah, those movies, Heather Graham.
Yeah, Heather Graham wasn't really as
like,
hot.
what was that, Bedazzled or whatever?
Yeah, she's a devil.
Woo.
All right, what about Heather Graham and Liz Hurley now?
Liz Hurley.
Yeah?
I would,
They both still look good.
one would think it would be Heather Graham because she's like 15
Younger.
years younger,
Yeah.
but like that's probably Liz Hurley.
Yeah. I'd feel more accomplished with Liz Hurley. Like I did something greater as opposed to Heather Graham. I don't know
She's
why.
British, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
How hot was Heather Locklear?
Oh man,
Dude.
Melrose Place was.
Oh,
Heather
man.
Locklear or Pam Anderson?
Heather Locklear.
I'm going Pam.
And that's just because
In
there's
their
less slut
prime,
fest.
man, it'd be tough to turn down a Pam Anderson.
Oh, I wouldn't turn her down,
Oh,
but
man.
if it was
Well,
the two
no,
in
I'm
front of
saying,
me.
yeah, in there.
If it was door 1 or 2,
Right?
Puppy breaks Pam. I got Heather in the other room.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna choose Pam, but I feel like I'd regret it if that makes any sense. But I got a shot at Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee fucked both of them.
Yeah, he did. There you go. Live one day as it's Tommy Lee's dong. That'd be fucking.
I mean, awesome.
Would it, guys?
Fucking Tommy Lee. Did you guys watch that Motley Crue thing on Netflix?
The movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was alright.
It wasn't bad.
No.
It was. I thought the first half was pretty bad, and usually I like the first half of a movie. Like, I just felt, or no, maybe it was. I don't remember what it was, but I just thought, yeah, the first half was just like really corny.
Yeah.
I
that's
thought
how
MGK was actually pretty good. In
Oh,
it.
he nailed it. I thought.
Yeah.
He was a good Tommy Lee, even had like the bounce when he walked.
And then
Yeah.
Ramsey was a hell of a good Mick Mars.
Fucking-
He was perfect.
Well, Ramsey Bolton is the best actor of our generation.
He was the best thing about that movie, in my opinion.
He's the best thing in Game of Thrones too.
That's debatable.
I'm going down swinging.
That was He was Mick Mars, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was him.
I don't know. Mick Mars was all fucked up like that.
I had no idea either.
That explains why, he, like, looked
got
the
a
way he did.
shitty
He's like
mustache.
perpetually old.
Yeah, it's a 2 on the Earl Breeze mustache scale.
Yeah, it's like a catfish.
I know we have to be getting close, right?
Yeah, probably another hour.
Yeah, we've been going for an
4
hour and
miles
6 minutes.
until we turn on Main Street.
Yeah. Then we're almost there, Bilal. Fucking worst navigators.
Tomorrow, you
Just
mean?
taking
Yeah.
fucking magic carpet.
Yeah. Should we do a hungover podcast?
Yeah, tomorrow we're all no one's gonna want to talk tomorrow.
No, I'm not gonna want to have headphones in my ear.
No, when you fucking start talking, it's just shut up. Like right now, it's a fun, jovial shut up Bilal, but tomorrow it will not be.
I get it. Well,
Liv Tyler or Shannon Elizabeth?
Liv Tyler.
I'm in her prime. I'm
Wait,
Shannon Elizabeth.
Shannon Elizabeth from
American Pie.
Oh, for her. Yeah.
And now, okay, it depends. Is it them now or was it them in the
talking
90s?
Liv Tyler, which one's that?
She was in
You
Armageddon.
don't like
Ah,
Liv Tyler.
I hate her.
I
Really?
love Liv Tyler. Liv Tyler aged better, but Shannon Elizabeth was just a fucking 11 in American Pie.
She was like the first 11.
Alicia Silverstone or Stacey Dash?
Stacey Dash.
Stacey
Nah, I
Dash.
can't. Her nipples are weird.
No, Stacey Dash all the way.
No, Alicia Silverstone.
I think we're underrating how hot Alicia Silverstone was in her day, man.
She was hot, but Stacey Dash has always and forever
The
will
thing
be
is,
hot.
I don't know what Stacey Dash's prime is, because always fucking good.
It wasn't
She
when you
looks
saw her
exactly
boobs.
the way she did
What movie
in
was that?
Clueless.
I don't know. But you saw her nipples and they were weird.
I don't remember that.
I can get past a bad rack.
What if Rich
like
Hughes found
nibbles
out about your
of all
choice, though,
sorts.
Jeff?
Well, as long as it was the chick from Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Isn't that Rodney Pete's wife?
Yeah.
She was hot.
She was hot.
Yeah, and he would let me know every time that Mr. Hanging with Mr. Cooper was on. God damn, that black bitch is hot. Yeah, no. So he said that last episode a half hour ago.
He wasn't wrong every episode, though.
Yeah.
It was accurate. Harriet Winslow or the second Aunt Viv?
Oh, why? This isn't fun.
Winslow's like my
Oh,
That's worse than Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, it is. I choose death. There it is.
alright.
Are we all on the Hillary Banks, Ashley Banks one? Because I don't know. I'm
Hillary.
Hillary, yeah.
She was hot as shit.
Ashley was really hot like the last 2 seasons, but I don't know.
Yeah, she was too
Hillary had
young
really
in the
nice
time that
legs.
I
no,
knew
I'm
of
saying,
her.
like, yeah, when she got a little older, like, in her, yeah, no, I'm taking Ashley on that one.
She always, like, I don't know. Do you guys ever see the movie? It's called Ticks.
No.
Carlton's in it, and he's like a legit thug.
I've never seen Carlton
Really?
in a
Yeah,
movie.
you guys, it's
Is it before or after Fresh Prince era?
it's probably right after or
During?
like like during. I don't know if Ron Howard directed it. It's like it's a shitty horror movie. But
Ron
like
Howard?
Ron Howard's brother's in it.
So maybe Clint Howard
Oh,
directed it.
Clint Howard. I was about to say, I don't think Ron Howard ever would direct a shitty horror movie.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen as Kelly Kapowski or Tiffany Amber Thiessen in, like, The Ladies' Man?
Give me that early 2000
Yeah.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen with the rack.
Yeah, I'd go ladies, man.
Yeah.
You don't lose either way, but I'm just...
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
When it comes to the
We're
chicks
gonna
on
turn
Saved by
left
the Bell, though, Lisa
and-
Turtle.
Yeah, Lisa Turtle was probably
There
the
you
hottest of the three. in
Quarter
Saved by the
Mile?
Bell.
For sure.
What was the road called? Just stay on
Main
the street.
Street. I guess I don't need to say it into the microphone.
I mean, you
Okay.
can't.
Main Street.
It's the main one.
Oh.
Prime Suzanne Summers or Prime Kim Basinger?
Kim
Kim
Basinger.
Basinger. Suzanne Summers was hot though.
I don't know, dude.
Even
I've always had a
by
thing for
step.
Suzanne Summers.
Yeah,
Kim Basinger. That's
The
a hard
left
one.
on us?
that is a tough one.
Yeah, it's a left.
Can't I have both?
You can't have both. That's kind of the idea of the game.
Can I, like, deceive one of them?
No,
Alright.
no, you choose one, and the other one has gone out of your life.
Hey, that guy called you gay.
Take the first exit on
Does
West
that
High Street.
rolled out my window? It just didn't work out that well. I was just trying to get Bilal beat up by the Jack dude. Are they there?
I'll tell this guy.
Here's just a
The guy with the ponytail?
Ponytail and lap.
That's a cool house.
What are we doing now?
quarter mile, turn right on West High.
So you go a quarter mile for like 3 miles.
Punch him.
Well, I
It's not
guess
handicapped.
we'll wrap this up. As we're here. We are at our destination,
We've
people.
arrived at our destination.
We're at Flappers.
Thanks for listening. This was the...
Only took us 4 hours according to Bilal's clock.
We'll probably be there in a quarter mile.
But,
Well, that can be the title of the podcast.
Quarter mile.
Quarter mile.
Quarter Mile Cast. All right. Well, thanks for listening, people. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this turned out as well as I
It's a lot
think
of
it
rambling.
would.
No, probably not.
But
Probably not.
I'm sure I could do something with it.
We did talk about a bunch of beautiful black men.
Yeah.
We did.
That's true.
We did.
At the least, we'll get some controversy.
Stand by.
Until next time, people. Our destination is on the way.